out there in the creative spectrum. My name is Garrett of Outer Ground Studios, and welcome to the OGS Podcast Week 18. Today with me, I have Poinko, Mr. Rad Righteous, aka the Poobah of the podcast, and the Happy Spaceman. We might have more people joining us later on in the podcast this week, but without further ado, we should begin.
Wait, we should say, how are you, everybody?
Oh yeah, how I forgot. How is everybody?
We am Rad.
As always.
I am happy.
Poinko, how are you?
I'm good.
Yay! Everyone's
All right.
good. All right, Rad, start
we're
us.
All happy, we're all Rad. I'll start. Okay. So, first topic on the news: The Nut Job 2 fucking flops as the worst all-time opening for a film in 4,000 theaters.
Only in 4,000 theaters.
No one cares about the Nut Job 2. No one cared about the Nut Job.
Well, the first Nut Job movie sucked, but at least it opened in more theaters than that movie, and than the Nut Job 2.
Dude, I'm surprised I'm seeing commercials for the Nut Job 2.
Yeah.
Man.
I'm surprised it's not direct to DVD.
That's actually surprising. Like, it just barely made the cut to get into theaters.
Direct to DVD's Nuts Job.
It's flopping harder than that Legends of Oz movie that came out in 2014.
It's flopping harder than the Emoji movie.
No, they're gonna make their money back.
No.
No, they're gonna make their money back because it costs so little to make the movie.
I know, and yet...
Honk honk.
Kill me.
Man, if all four Alvin and the Chipmunks movies made it to theaters and all four of them made their money back, this thing has no excuse.
Wait, the last one make their money back?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah,
So they're probably gonna make another one.
Then again, it probably didn't cost too much. I remember when I was a kid, I was like, oh wow, Alvin and the Chipmunks live action, and I rented it from a Blockbuster and I watched it, and it was okay.
God, to think that
It was.
God bless America. We have the Chipmunks movies.
it was okay.
Okay.
Okay, Dad.
What do you have to say, Poinko?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
What do you think about the Nut Job?
I don't really know. I mean, I just took no interest in it. It was such a bad concept in the first place.
It honestly was.
Well,
A squirrel stealing nuts. Never thought of that one. Let's make it.
Like, I didn't even hear about the second one until you guys, like, mentioned it.
Well, I see
I
that.
didn't even know they were getting a second one.
I saw it on TV commercials, and also Cartoon Brew. Please, Cartoon Brew, we love you. Sponsor us. Did had a article. Okay.
Okay, Dad.
Okay, Dad.
See,
Well, I'll put it to you this. You go on.
I was just gonna say, I didn't know the Nut Job was actually a thing until I caught it on Cartoon Network, like, last year, and I watched it with my niece and my nephew, and I'm like, it's an okay movie. And then I heard about the Nut Job 2, I'm like, oh, okay, we need to stop now. It's not that good of a movie where it deserved a sequel. There was
It's time to stop.
There was no cliffhanger ending.
What if the Nut Job 2 was like really like dramatic and opera-like in nature?
Kind of like how How to Train Your Dragon went.
I'm thinking more like an actual opera.
Oh.
Like if you...
Yeah, no, I know what you mean, but like what I was getting at is that how it went from being, silly and cartoony to serious.
No, I mean like, well, yeah, that's the joke. But I'm saying like an actual cinematic Nut Job is like, oh, I'm a squirrel, I want to steal some nuts out here, and then it goes to like, mortality. What a cruel fate.
Oh my God, stop! No, we're not. That's not what this is turning into.
I will say this. For the Nut Job 2. It is finally the #1 squirrel-related thing that is friggin' flopped. And finally has put the Nutty Squirrels TV show as #2 after all these years.
Nutty Squirrel wasn't even that bad though. I just kind of thought of it. I just thought of it as a SpongeBob, but instead of a sponge, it's a squirrel.
Wait, you're thinking of something else? I'm talking about the Nutty Squirrels, that thing from the '60s.
Oh no! What am I thinking about? What am I thinking
I have
about?
no
What?
idea.
Get your squirrel-related content in order.
I don't, dude.
Yeah,
I don't give
You're
a shit about.
triggering my squirrel side.
Dude, nobody
Yes.
gives a shit about squirrels. Okay.
Squirrel representation in media, man. That's what's really important.
Dude, nobody gives a shit about squirrels.
Squirrel Boy. That was funny.
That's
Wow.
Squirrel Boy was okay, but that's not what I'm talking
I
about.
like Squirrel Boy. It was made by the same guy who made Duckman.
Okay.
Remember Duckman?
No, I don't.
Oh.
Yeah.
We'll talk about Duckman some other podcast.
We'll do that, and we'll do that podcast number 20.
Okay, so you guys ready to move on to the next topic?
Yeah.
I've been ready.
Okay. Disney works on more advanced lip sync technology. So the name pretty much says itself. Disney is working on embedding their already pretty alright lip sync technology for animation. What do you guys think?
That is actually a that honestly, doing phonemes for anything, just in general, is really fucking difficult. And then when you have to be very precise with it for high-end movies such as Disney movies, that makes it even harder. And if they're improving the technology, that's just going to improve parts of the industry as a whole. Although Disney's going to probably have a monopoly. Disney's probably going to have a monopoly on this new technology for at least a good 3 or 4 years before somebody else figures it out.
Yeah, fair enough.
Well, they're still developing it. It could easily be developed at the same time for another country.
Oh my god, you guys are all lagging super hard.
Ah!
No, seriously, you guys are all lagging super hard. Hold up.
Wow.
Hold up 1 sec.
Hmm.
It's dead.
There we go.
Okay, dead.
It's a bit better. Only a little bit, though.
You're a bit wetter.
We're just gonna have to...
Anyways.
Okay. Does anyone else have anything to say about the
I
new...
didn't even say shit, Garrett.
Oh.
Yeah, keep
About what?
about Disney's cool lip sync technology for their fans. For animation.
What do they apply it to?
I assume it's probably for phonemes. Or stuff
What?
like that. So I guess making sure that their mouth movements look more realistic. Maybe some live cartoons talking to the callers, something small like that. Maybe that's what I was
Oh, no,
thinking.
I meant like, did they apply it to anything yet? Like
Oh
anything
no,
out
they're still
right
working
now?
on it.
Oh, okay.
They're
It's
just developing it.
advanced. Yeah,
That
Yeah.
sounds neat. I can't wait to see something from that.
sounds neat.
Yeah.
Which...
Well,
Oh, no, I'll let you talk, Spaceman.
no, you go on.
I was just gonna quickly say that how this would be really cool, because how I'm thinking they're doing it, or at least one way I think they could do it, is it's this thing, right? That it's a mask they put over the bottom half of the person's face, and it has like a bunch of dots, and those dots are the vertices on the character's mouth. And so as the voice actor talks, they could enunciate putting more animation into the characters. So basically, they wouldn't have to be the people recording the audio, then the animators having to animate the mouths moving by it. Just as the person's talking, they would be making the animation for the fucking mouth movements.
Mouth
So
movements.
basically like motion capture.
Yeah, it's basically mocap.
Yeah.
Which it would be cool, and then later they can take it and edit the animations to make them a bit more, enunciated and Disney-like. I'm actually enunciating my lips so that I may look like I am talking bigger.
Garrett, you're talking to me
No,
like I'm in
I get
kindergarten.
it.
Rad, you are now what is called the poobah of the podcast. Do you understand?
Wait, I was.
I'll fight you.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's pretty cool. Though I will say that if there's one thing that anime has proven to me, it's that lips matching what the people are actually saying is overrated as hell. I
I
mean,
feel like
anime. Look at anime. That just goes like mop, 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 and full sentences
Well,
come out of their mouths.
See,
some old anime used to like made so that it looks like what they're saying is followed by their mouth, but like a lot of them nowadays don't do have the mouth flaps. That's how they work. But older stuff kind of went different. They made sure that the animation looked like it was speaking the right words.
See-
Nowadays with video editing, you can make it look like they're saying English, like Dragon Ball Z.
see,
You're
Spaceman.
talking about anime, which is like different than like what Disney does.
Yeah, that's
Disney
also
does
true.
more 3D.
This would be
Fair enough.
3D.
But even then, Spaceman, I'm gonna have to completely disagree with you because I think that is one of my biggest gripes about watching anime is seeing that the characters'
I was
lips.
more making a joke.
No, I know, but still, it's just that for me, that's personally one of the most annoying things about watching anime. And I mean, I get it because it would be much more difficult to translate if they had to, make the lips follow the movements, and I can understand that. But that's still one of the bigger reasons why I don't enjoy watching anime as much as some other people.
And also
do.
be honest-
budget goes into that.
Budget, good,
Yeah.
budget's kind of.
To be honest, I was more just making a joke than anything. It does kind of bug me when I'm watching anime, but I don't watch much anime, so oh well.
Yeah.
My anime doesn't focus on like mouth movements or proper anim. Well, I guess one of them focuses on proper animation, but that's only fight scene stuff, so it doesn't matter. You know, it did have good mouth movements. Akira.
Anyway,
That's fair. Anyways,
Akira.
next topic. Unless anyone has anything to say or hasn't said anything at all, I'm not very sure anymore. All right, next topic. In a heartbeat.
Oh my
oh, yeah.
god.
Okay. Let me explain before you guys, talkity talky. In a heartbeat is an animation. Garrett, take it away.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what,
So-
I don't know what the lore is behind
so-
In a Heartbeat.
Okay, well, I don't know much about it, but I do know it's a student film, and I mean, if you haven't seen it anywhere on the internet by now, you're living under a rock, because everybody is talking about this. In a Heartbeat is a story about, it's a little 4-minute animated short about this little redheaded kid seeing the guy he really, really likes, and he's trying to stop his heart from revealing to this guy that he really likes that he likes him, but then it turns out the guy liked him back anyways, and it's so goddamn cute. And if you haven't seen it, please go watch it. It is literally one of my new favorite animated shorts. The Maker is still my #1 animated short, but this has taken my second. It's so
Okay.
cute, it's so well animated, the characters look great, it looks like a film quality video when it was just made by 2 people as far as I can tell. Oh my god. And it's a student film. I think that's my favorite part.
Yeah. I'll put it to you this way, like it's impressive enough to me that this is a not professionally made. I mean, it's made by. I mean, it is like professional quality, but it's not made by a professional studio or anything. Short that looks as good as this does, and that is impressive enough to me because I always love student films and such that manage to look like that. Like the very first Wallace and Gromit was another example of a great looking student film, and it was technically at the time. But that is impressive enough. But like just the message and the video alone, because I will say that the plot of it is it's kind of a standard sort of thing. Like I could expect seeing this I can expect seeing this same setup in like a 50s Disney short or something, or even like I don't know a modern Pixar short. But it has a twist. The twist of it being that the object of this boy's affections is another boy. Like this is just the sort of message that kids nowadays need to hear. Just in my opinion. This
also makes me very happy because even while I'm watching it, I'm like, you know what? If this was made by anyone else, that guy or one of those 2 would be a girl, and then it would just be another standard little love story thing that you've seen a million times over. But it's the fact that it's 2 boys that make it that much different. And somebody say, oh, it's just two guys, what's the difference? It's like, well, because you don't see like the love between two men portrayed much in any kind of media. So when it's portrayed in something like this and it
Especially
looks
not
so
animation.
yeah, and especially when it's portrayed like this and looks so good, it's amazing. And I know this animated short has won many awards, and you know what? Damn well it deserves it. Oh my god,
Deserves
I
yeah.
love it so much. Rad Poinko?
You're,
In my opinion, I think it like really shows like a future for animation, like the possibilities and stuff.
Yeah.
I have to agree. Yeah, you know, not only is the meaning of the message very good, the animation is just as good. And I feel like you said, all the awards it deserves is worthy. It's worthy of all the awards and more so. Very nice, and it'll definitely be a staple in animation history.
Yep.
Not to mention, it's cute as hell.
It is
Yeah.
cute.
See-
Gary, you're pretty well versed.
Ah.
I'm proud, man.
What do you mean I'm well versed? What do you mean?
Well, what you said about the whole thing, you know, you went like a 3-minute talk about this animation. It was actually pretty interesting. A lot of people can't pull that off.
Oh, thank you.
I'm proud of you, man.
But see, the other thing about it is, like, you can even see it in the industry that, like, bigger industries like Pixar and Disney are trying to just ever so gently kind of push the subject of homosexuality into their movies. Like with Finding Dory, you've seen what we can assume is a lesbian couple, you know, pushing the baby stroller, and people had a major backlash to just that. And I can understand companies taking it slow with that because they don't want a big backlash.
Yeah.
But since this is
Like
a student,
Zootopia with the two guys living together.
yeah,
Like that's implied, but it's not all the way out there. But this is a student film, as you're saying, and so they can push it even further.
they can do whatever they want, and they even if they got any kind of backlash, it's like it's a student film, so what, you know. But it's just like it's a beautiful piece of animation. I love everything about the character designs. It looks, and I'm gonna say it right now. Those two students, it's also the two students that directed it and everybody who was working on it. It also helps that the fact that they are from Ringling Academy of Arts, which is a very fine school on the same level as Cal Arts and a lot of other schools, at least from my research. And I feel like with just this film alone, everyone who worked on it could get into any studio they wanted, because it has received high praise across the board, and I just love every fact that everybody has given this thing that is really, it's personal to me as well, because once again, you don't see a lot of, you know, homosexuals really open in media nowadays, especially in animation, as Spaceman said. I said Astro, I was looking at something else. But as Spaceman said, and, you know, you don't see this in a lot of things. And being a gay man myself, it warms my heart to see something like this. You know, it makes it good enough, it makes it nice enough that this is an amazing piece. But then the fact that it's getting so much recognition and love just pushes it even further to make me happy that this is something in existence. I am sorry for going on so long. I will stop.
No, Garrett, it's actually pretty
It's
interesting.
better to go on. Yeah, it's better to go on this long about something we like than something we dislike. And I will say that I think that, I mean, I'm straight, but I think that this was also really good, and I like that it didn't portray the characters as like stereotypes, because oftentimes even stuff that's targeted towards the gay audience, I feel like portrays them as stereotypical sort of characters. But no, this was really good about that. I really like this short. Anyway,
I think the
Do you have any like?
What?
Oh.
No.
Do you have any like gripes towards it? Like anything that you don't like about it? Just like any points that you think can improve?
Well, yeah, because everything can improve in some way.
of course.
I want it to be longer.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, that's definitely.
I
I'll
feel
say
like
this.
what?
I was gonna say the characters like don't look very, like everything I always do when I'm thinking about characters, I always look at them if I try to match them on a billboard or something, or like on an advertisement. Because like I'm not saying that all cartoons is advertising, but like a lot of it to help it is kind of advertising. So it's like it has the same problem with like pets. Like if you see it on a backpack or something, it won't have that marketing thing.
Yeah.
But I guess that's not really the key to animation, so that's not really a gripe. It's just more of a worry.
It's more of a nitpick.
It's more of a nitpick, but again, it's also a worry. But then again, we got Patreon, so they'll probably get support.
Yeah.
I'll definitely support the Patreon.
So like I said, I want it to be longer. I want to see what more they could do with this. And I guess the only actual nitpick I have about this is I didn't like how big the characters' hands were, but that's just my own personal thing.
Dude, they've got what is it?
They have Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah, that's the one. Yowie hands.
Yeah.
Finish each other's Yowie hands.
Yeah, I like the animation, and I like the use of no dialogue for another thing. But I will say that I find it not necessarily a complaint or anything, but it sort of hints at the judgment that they get by the other students there, but it never really fully commits to it. But I don't know, maybe that's not necessary. Maybe it's just good as it is. I don't know. I liked it.
Yeah, maybe it's supposed to be like a simple thing.
Yeah.
Like you could tell they were getting judgment. The shot was just long enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Makes my cinematography art happy. How's up, please?
Anyway.
Okay, so we all good in this topic?
Yeah,
Yep.
I think I've spouted about it enough.
Top of the list. All right, next topic. Let me look at the actual article. I'm very sorry. Okay, Fox in quote preliminary conversations to revive King of the Hill. Yeah.
Okay.
So possible King of the Hill revival. Now, before we start, I want to inform all you listeners out there: it's not going to be made by Seth MacFarlane. That's a joke. Seth MacFarlane's a joke. That's a joke. It's not real.
Okay.
Fake news.
Okay.
I'm pointing at my screen, but you can't tell.
Okay. So, my opinion on this is, yes, King of the Hill needs a reboot. I'm really happy about that. The only thing I was worried about initially was the fact that I thought it was going to be made by Seth MacFarlane. Now I have nothing against Seth MacFarlane. I love the man himself, but he's trying to do way too much with King of the Hill, The Cleveland Show, Family Guy.
Cleveland Show's canceled.
Yeah, but still, it's just
He's
trying. But it's just the fact that he's trying to do way too much. That's the only problem I have with him. I mean, I understand wanting to do a lot of different things because I do that too. But then I also understand that when you're the jack of all trades and the master of none of your work is going to be that much better. And plus, Family Guy kind of needs to end.
Some of his more like recent stuff seemed to like bomb.
Like, remember that live action movie he did about the guy and his teddy bear?
Oh, Ted.
Oh yeah, Ted.
Yeah, but he isn't like good at movies in the first place. He shouldn't be doing movies.
He really shouldn't be doing movies.
Yeah.
I don't have anything against the guy or even his sense of humor. Like early Family Guy, I thought was pretty good.
Early Family Guy is choice.
Yeah.
It has become kind of like The Simpsons, though, in that it's gone on for too long and it just needs to end already. But I mean, I got nothing against the guy. At least I will say, though, again with what you were saying, I agree. At least with people like I can think of one other creator who has done a lot of stuff and has spread out his repertoire for everything, and that is Thomas Ridgewell, aka Tomska, on YouTube. But at least he manages to put like I think he's doing does a lot of stuff. He does like a lot of animated stuff with like the ASDF movies, and he also does his own live action short films. But like I don't know, it's something different that I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah, but it's like when you're trying to run, 3 shows at once, and I mean American Dad just isn't funny. The only thing I like about American Dad personally is Roger. But we're getting too far into talking about Seth MacFarlane. Let's talk about King of the Hill, the reboot.
Okay, look, I am the OGS corporate King of the Hill aficionado. So
when did you get that title? When was that meeting?
Look at my profile, dude. The profile that there's a bot that Jasmine added that like lets you put down little description, and mine simply says, "Taster of fine meats and King of the Hill connoisseur." So, I'm. It's in written word, Garrett. I am the King of the Hill connoisseur.
Oh, okay.
Now,
Whatever.
I feel. Now, what I wanted to say was that King of the Hill, of course, is like the everyman show. It doesn't matter if you're a Democrat, Republican, black, white, whatever. You can enjoy the show. That was the main point of Mike Judge, who also was Hank. Anyways, I wanted to say, I'm really wondering where it would continue, if it was going to be like a soft reboot where it just like kind of continues where it left off on the idea of not exactly saying where it left off, but rather just Hank and Bobby and his family going through wonderful adventures, or if it'll go hard reboot, or if it'll just start over, or if it'll just continue off right where it ended, because it didn't really end anywhere like super important. It's not like a lecture. The very last episode was specifically Hank and Bobby having a connection with barbecue. So it may be like in the next episode, the first episode of the reboot could be just right after that. That'd be funny actually if it started with like them leaving the barbecue, like the whole
them just sitting at the table.
Yeah, they're just eating barbecue. That'd be cool if it just like continued right where it ended.
or maybe even or how it could come into the next season, or the next how the reboot could start is that Hank got Bobby a job at Strickland Propane, and then it's like the first episode would be his first day.
Oh, dude, that'd be sweet. Actually, I'd love that. That'd make me super happy. That'd be really awesome. Yeah,
The only sort of worries I'd have about it would be if they put any like current political aspects into it, because it tends to be like that sometimes. But yeah,
that make me
because
a bit mad.
Yeah.
Keep going. Sorry.
Oh, because of like his character being like the typical white suburban American dad, but like.
Well, the
with
thing
things going on right now with like conservatism and stuff, it would kind of worry me if they put that into his character, him like considering the stuff going on right now.
Yeah, well, the thing about Hank that I really like is that like despite whatever you see him as, if he's like a regular Texan or the average blue collar worker or whatever, ideally he's like he doesn't care. Like the one episode he was like, I don't like smoking marijuana. Whoa. Then, like a few episodes later, he's he's working with the he's working with the marijuana people to help Bobby make sure that his Rose is winning the whole Rose Championship. Which, by the way, is I'm saying that he could be in one side of politics or another, but his creation, Mike Judge's his goal when making the show was just to have like a regular blue collar worker. You can see him as a Democrat or as a Republican, whether because he lives in Texas or because he's the average guy. In the end, he's the everyman.
Yeah.
He's equality, all that good stuff. Right fight, all that good stuff.
The way I've always seen Hank Hill is a religious, not a very religious man, but a man who believes in religion, loves his family, loves what he does, and gives respect to everyone he meets. And one of the best ways to see that is like, me and a friend got into a talk about this, and he's like, well, stereotypically you would think since he lives in Texas, and he lives in Texas and he's very religious, he would, not like gay people. And I'm like, well, what about the episode when they met Dale's dad and then found out he was gay? Hank didn't start spouting shit like calling him a faggot or nothing. He didn't really care. He just cared because that's Dale's dad, and his whole focus was to get Dale and his dad to reunite. He felt. Yeah, I know Dale Gribble's great, but it's like, yeah, he may have felt a little uncomfortable, but that's just something he doesn't understand, and I can understand him being uncomfortable around that, So I don't know. He's a man who gives everyone respect. He loves his family and loves his work.
He can like push his differences aside.
Yep.
Is what you mean. Yeah.
Yep.
That's good. I feel like that's a good message for people, especially nowadays. I think that's why we need a reboot. It's just, so that we have a character, back in TV telling people to push their differences aside and just unite as one.
Yep.
Also, looking at Bobby Hill right now, I'm pretty sure I've seen a kid who looked like him, like in my life. He looks like someone I've seen. I think one of my friends is like a younger kid, back when he was younger, looked a lot like Bobby Hill.
That's actually kind of cool.
He
Actually,
didn't talk like Bobby Hill though.
one thing that I also thought would be kind of cool if they did a King of the Hill reboot is a few years. If they were gonna really try and focus on making it about current events, right? They would have to make it years later when Bobby is in his adulthood, and then Peggy and Hank are old, and then what they could do with that, I guess, is to make it so like Hank, being the everyday man that he is trying to adjust to how the world is changing. That's just that's just my best guess on what they.
That's how Rocco's gonna be. Rocco's more than like the reboot.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that'd be cool.
I am interested in seeing what type of reboot this is, even though I wasn't a fan of. I haven't not because I didn't like it, just because I'd never actually get the time to watch it, of the original. I would be interested in seeing like if this is a more like if this goes the Powerpuff Girls reboot of starting all over again
and ruining it,
or if it goes say and this is just the type of reboot, not my actual thoughts on either, or if it goes the say the Samurai Jack route of it being a continuation, less of a reboot, more of a continuation. But I'd be interested in seeing what type of route they go with that.
Well, the thing about the Powerpuff Girls is that like they just Cartoon Network just kind of like slapped together something so they could make a reboot merchandise. Powerpuff Girls is just made for merchandise. King of the Hill was never about merchandise.
There's actually very little King of the Hill merchandise as compared to something like Family Guy.
Now that I think about it, I really want a Hank figurine or a statue. That'd be cool. I'd like that because his design is so like rectangular. It can totally work like a little statue to put in your like desk or something.
I think having a Strickland Propane or a Sugarfoot's T-shirt would be cool too.
You can probably find those on.
Yeah, you could, but I'm talking like officially licensed merch.
That'd be cool. I want to support Mike Judge. I like his stuff. He's a good man.
I want a Ladybird plushie.
Oh yeah, Ladybird.
Or a Cotton Hill action figure where you press him in the
Cottontail?
No, Cotton Hill.
I'm a toy.
Yeah, Hank, I'm a toy. I don't have no shins.
I don't have no shins. Fit it. I kill Fitty Man.
I kill Fitty Man.
That's like it's like a Woody thing. You pull a string and he says one of 5 quotes.
Oh, almost like a Woody.
Yeah, it's like Woody.
Amazing.
Oh God, what did the Fitty Man I killed? No,
God.
they would have to be a Dale Gribble one too.
Oh yeah, Hank, why is there a string on my back?
It's them.
Is this the government's doing?
Yes.
It's the government's doing. Hank, what are you doing with my hand?
Oh, and there would have to be one of Boomhauer.
Oh, dude, I love that. No, dude, that's the thing. You pull it and he just doesn't stop until you pull it again.
Yeah.
So it's like, I just don't be no thing, man. I'm doing the podcast, man. Everybody's gonna care why I'm podcast, man. I have faith in podcast, man. It's all good, man. So like that.
That would be so great.
I love Boomhauer. I like how he speaks French.
Yeah. I like how he's, like, when he sings, he talks normal.
Yeah, was fun. Boomhauer.
That's almost like kind of like the typical singing. Like if like say someone from like Ireland or like Germany or whatever, it's like you don't hear their accent when they sing typically.
Yeah.
Like actual singing. It's almost like representative of that.
Yeah.
How should you rap?
I mean, I'm a Gorillaz fan. The example I always think of is 2D's singing voice, which is kind of deep, and his speaking voice is like, "Oh, alright, I'm not hitting me."
Peppermint minty. Wait, what did I just say?
For me.
I said peppermint minty. Anyway, but yeah, I can see that. Yeah, but anyways, does anyone else have anything to say about our Lord and Savior Hank Hill?
I just hope the reboot will be good.
Yeah, I hope they don't ruin it.
Bobby, I hope this reboot's good.
By the way,
Bobby. Yeah.
Time to make it a meme again.
Yeah. I'm saying right now, if they make it a reboot and it sucks, I'm going to go to whatever studio is handling it, and I'm gonna get 1,000,000 speakers hooked up to one audio file of Hank going, whoa! And I'm just gonna stand outside there and play it until they come out and stop me.
Alright, listen to me
Stay
right
in
now.
prison.
Yeah.
First OGS never to go to prison. Welcome to the first OGS Prison Podcast special.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Listen to me right now. I'm gonna call it right now. Okay? You can rub it in my face if I'm wrong. King the Hill reboot is gonna be good. I'm calling it right now. If I'm wrong, I will sing on the podcast. Yeah, there we go.
I'm just saying right now, I want it to be good. I really do. I'm not saying if it will or if it won't, but I'm just saying I want it to be good so bad.
I want Hank Hill to shake my hand and tell me that I was.
That you're his own.
What? I mean, anyways, podcast. Yeah, okay.
Alright, next one.
Next topic, into the reviews. The moment you've all been waiting for, avid 2 listeners. Rad and Poinko, because he also watched it with me. Talk about The Boss Baby.
I'm gonna let them talk, because I've never seen the movie, and I have no interest in seeing it, so I'm just gonna sit back.
Alright.
Same.
Poinko, I want you to take it first. I want you to start it off. I think you'd be better at starting it off than me.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Alright, then.
Well, in my opinion, I really like the style, like the way they do, especially the eyes. It's like always my favorite part. Like that's always with any Disney movie, I think. But yeah, it was like
Disney?
the best point, in my opinion. I always look at the eyes in the movie.
Yeah. I like the story. Just because it's so not what you expect.
Yeah.
You
Like
think
I didn't think that's what it was when I heard like what it is.
Yeah. I remember we were talking about the movie, and I was like, Boss Baby's actually really good? I don't understand.
Yeah.
I'd like it. Should I try to explain the plot? Okay.
Sure.
Okay, so the Boss Baby is like this, alright? So, in heaven, or Sky, what's it? Baby Central? Is that what it's called?
I don't know. Wherever they make babies or whatever.
Whenever they make babies, or wherever babies work. The Baby HQ is called that. That's probably what it was. Something unoriginal. It's like a big line where the babies, come from. I guess a cloud or whatever. I don't care. You can either be a normal baby, or you can work for Baby HQ. Baby HQ is a big baby building where babies work, I guess. I mean, and they talk like people. Yeah. So what happens?
And their point is supposed to be to like stop the adults from doing like the thing with like the puppies, like the new puppy.
You have to make sure that babies are the cutest thing. You have to stop puppies. So that's why the puppies were very important. So they have to stop puppies from being too cute. So what happened was the Boss Baby, our Boss Baby, because there's various generations of Boss Baby, but our Boss Baby, the Boss Baby, was so what happens?
You shouldn't spoil the whole.
I shouldn't spoil, no, but I'm just gonna say our Boss Baby, the Boss Baby, is sent to a family to investigate a puppy project because puppies are recently, outranking babies in cuteness. And the boy finds out, which isn't really a spoiler because it's a trailer, and also, I mean, it's gotta happen. Talking baby. And yeah, they have a hijinks, and I really like it. The humor is I'd say it's a better B movie. It's just a B movie, but a lot better. It's so weird and trippy, but it's very enjoyable.
Yeah,
Please don't tell
the
me
thing.
there's a romance between a woman and the Boss Baby.
No.
Good. It doesn't go that far into B movie.
She's only a baby.
Well, to be
Doesn't go
entirely
that
honest,
far
the
into
B...
movie.
I was gonna say, to be entirely honest, the B movie had a lady getting attracted to a bee.
Okay, but
That's what I was referencing.
Yeah.
It's not just a bee, it's Jerry Seinfeld in bee form.
That's even
Let's
worse.
just hope there's not gonna be another movie like that.
Yeah, no kidding.
No more.
There probably
No
will.
more bees.
Not the bees!
Not the bees!
But yeah, the Boss Baby
Nicolas
is like a
Cage.
good balance of just like a good story and just like has emotion in it, just has a lot of good plot stuff in it, and it doesn't rely on a lot of cliches too much. Like the was it the meathead baby wasn't
Yeah,
like
Meathead Baby.
too stupid, like he actually did stuff.
I'm actually excited, or I actually want to see it now. I kind of wanted to see it from the beginning, especially since it had Alec Baldwin in it, and I just love anything having to do with Alec Baldwin, because it's Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin's been doing some not so okay stuff, but I don't want to mention that.
Well-
Boss Baby put me in a good mood.
Well, yeah, I know, but I'm talking in his acting side. Like 30 Rock made me love Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, 30 Rock's pretty good. I like 30. But
Okay,
yeah,
But
overall, Plinko, what would you give the Boss Baby out of 10?
Oh man, I'm not good with. I don't watch that many movies actually, so I don't have like a say in this. I don't think a not proper say in this, but 7 out of 10.
I'd say 8. Cause 7 movies, just cause I feel like the B movie is a 7 movie. But
Oh
like,
no.
yeah, 7 to 8, 7 to 8, 7 to 8.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Good watch, if you want to have a really trippy time.
Yeah, it's definitely like an 8. Now I think about it.
Alright, so we're done talking about the Boss Baby. No más baby jefe. I speak actual Spanish. That was purposely really bad. Please don't think I'm trash. Anyways, alright. Next review, because I don't think any of you other two lovely people have anything to say about the both of the B.
Nope.
Sweet. Okay. Fat Albert, the original series. Hey, this is okay. Hey, get out of my shed.
I was gonna make that reference.
What was I gonna say? Yes. So yeah, Blanco and I watched a lot of Fat Albert. I thought it wasn't gonna be very good, just because, but it was actually enjoyable and also not very good at the same time, but for different reasons.
Yeah, it's like that good like old charm where you can like laugh at the animation and like the stereotypes they had back then and how they handled things.
Yeah, we talked a lot about the Hispanic episode. Yeah, because the girl couldn't speak English, and I was man that night that was nuts. But I like my favorite scene is like Albert's like eating lunch, and he's like, hey, wanna eat lunch? Or something like that, and then she's like, oh sure, a burrito, and she pulls a burrito out of nowhere. I'm like, that's not how that works. Burritos are like, she'd probably eat like a tamale or something. It's more realistic. Tamales
Yeah,
like,
that's the
Yeah.
thing about
angry.
Fat Albert is that the way they handle problems is like the most stereotypical way. Like they don't know how to handle problems, but they still do that as their plot.
It's funny. It's kind of cute in a not okay way.
Yeah,
But yeah, as for the animation itself, I have 52 images of very bad Fat Albert, like scenes where he's like very messed up, malproportioned, etc. As reaction images. I send them to Pointo like every day. I have 52. They're all very different, which is sad because we've only seen probably a bit less than 20. I'd say. I don't think we actually hit 20, but 20 is like a good estimate. It's like 17 maybe.
But yeah, overall the show I think is good, especially since like there's like a certain charm to the style. Like I don't know how they got the budget for that. like the anatomy's pretty good and everything. Like I just really liked it.
Yeah, the anatomy is really
It's
fun. But some of the voices are. There's one character named Dumb Donald, who has a My Bobby Hill voice. Yeah. My Bobby Hill voice? Like that by high pitch. Albert, I'm dying. Okay. Hey, your diet is okay. Something like that. And then you have another kid who's like talking really high. He's like, hey, I can't even do his voice. My voice is too deep. He has a very high voice, and it's kind of annoying. It sounds like when you throw slope against a very clean slate of granite. That's the voice. Yeah. And then, what bothers me the most, alright? He adds a B to everything. So, like, if I was gonna say Boss Baby, that's me move. Boss Baby. The best movie.
That's what it is.
And it's, I like he's trying. And I feel bad because he looks, kinda like he was made in I don't know, a freak accident. Like, I don't know, he's made after a lightning struck a chemical lab. Like, but I don't know. I don't know. It bothers me. He's trying. I should give him credit. But then I'm like, wait, it's Bill Cosby doing the voice. I don't have to give him any credit. He's fake.
Yeah.
Young Bill Cosby is fun.
That was gonna come up.
Young Bill Cosby. I ain't talking about old Bill Cosby. Because this is young Bill Cosby. Young Bill Cosby is a fun
Before
guy.
he went insane.
Yeah, he was a fun guy.
Insane
like
in the
him.
membrane.
Insane. Got no
leaving.
brain. I'm leaving. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
I'm leaving.
I'm leaving. But
The
yeah.
show, like, it's like, there's so many bad aspects, but it just makes it funny. Like, how there's, like, a lack of continuity between the episodes. Like, in one episode, Fat Albert would be, like, really open-minded and, like, really nice to everyone. And then the next episode, he's, like,
skipping
what
school.
is it? What?
Yeah, he was skipping school that episode.
Oh, yeah, he's, like, really against Dumb Donald being, like, going to school and everything, and it's, like, what just happened?
Like, bro, what the
There's
fuck
no-
just happened to you?
There's no character arc. I want Fat Albert character arc where he learns about mortality and understands that he can't stop being old and dying. It's
And then, like,
eh.
the next thing that's bad is, like, the singing. It's, like, there's no rhyme to
Oh
it.
yeah,
Time.
there's singing in the end, and it's kind of not okay. I used to be like, this is fine, but now I'm like,
The thing that always bugged me about the Fat Albert cartoon was that, like, Fat Albert and all of his friends, they're all African American kids, or at least minority kids, and they all hang out in a junkyard.
oh yeah.
Like, I think
like
that's,
that,
I think
though.
that's, I think that's the.
kinda cool.
Yeah, one of them is even, like, a rich kid, and he still, like, hangs out with them.
He's like a super rich kid, but he still hangs out with them. I think
Yeah.
that's 'cause,
Like, his like father bought him like a custom guitar and then
custom
and
guitar
then-
and big speakers.
yeah, and it's like, wow, you're still here.
It's like,
No,
dude.
fuck, dude.
Dude, you can buy friends. Why are you hanging out with us?
You can take the kid out of the ghetto, but you can't take the ghetto out of
Like, is he trying to make them feel bad? Like, wow,
Hey
man.
guys, check out this Porsche I got. Nothing big. Oops, I crashed it. I'll just get another one.
My daddy will buy me another one.
I like him. I like his voice. It's very fun to listen to him speak.
Yeah,
like-
overall, it's a pretty good show in my opinion to watch.
I wanted to say, later seasons, because like in the show they have this spirit called the Brown Hornet, which yeah, it's a black man called the Brown Hornet, but you know, it's none of my business. Brown Hornet. But but anyways, later in the series, they like half the episode is about the Brown Hornet's adventures, and then half the episode, what happens is that Fat Albert has a problem. They watch the Brown Hornet, and Brown Hornet solves something similar to the problem. Then Fat Albert applies it to real life.
Oh
But
god.
the thing, yeah, I know, right? Well, no, because it's usually like something like what was it? There's one episode with someone who didn't speak very well, or something like that, and Brown Hornet had to wait, hold up. Was that the same? Was that the Mexican episode? I don't remember. But either way, Brown Hornet like couldn't speak very well, so they had to, you know, talk through, I don't know, signs or something, which didn't
Yeah, it
really
was
help
that
now that I think
episode.
about. Yeah, it's that episode. That was like, hey, that's how I talk to the Mexican lady, or something like that. I don't know. It's dumb, but all the seasons are fun. I'd give it a 7.5 to 8 out of 10.
Yeah,
Fun if you like old cheesy stuff.
let's just give everything an 8 out of 10.
Because it's okay. That's it. It's okay. It's alright. It's fun. It's not the best. Hey, I'm gonna decay. Well,
Whoa. Whoa. Holy shit, that got dark.
Whoa.
I wanted to bring back to my fake arc about Fat Albert realizing that we're all gonna die someday.
Alright, are we
All right.
are we done with reviews?
Move on.
Alright, we're done with reviews. Done. Main topics. Alright, unless anyone has anything else to say about Fat Albert.
No, I'm alright.
Sweet. I'm okay. Never mind. Alright, main topics. What defines
I'm
your
not okay, I
style?
promise.
What defines your style? What defines your style? So, like, you know, every artist has something that really, like, oh, hey, that's Gennady Tartakovsky, because, you know.
Oh
say
yeah,
angles.
that was like an artist meme on Twitter where it's like, oh, what defines my art in your opinion?
Oh, really? I didn't know
Yeah.
that. I gotta get on Twitter.
I feel like this isn't a question that the artists themselves should answer, because not a lot of artists really get that. It's not like something like somebody else should look at your stuff and then say, you know what I mean?
Cause like artists
Alright,
are
well
so
then-
used to their own art, it's hard for them to like differentiate from
That's
other
true.
art.
Okay, guys, then we'll do that. Talk about my art. Look at my stuff and illustrations. Scroll up.
What
You people
define?
at home can't do that, but
Well, I'll try and put something on screen, just one of your pieces.
put down the new one I put of Jack.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like that one. That was
Honestly,
really-
red,
Yeah.
the very not blocky but like edgy lines, the
I was
very
gonna say
edgy,
that.
the very edgy art style, not like edgy, you know, like not teenage edgy, but like literally edgy art style you have. The way you ink your work is what defines your style, I think. It's very
Man.
it's like a mix between cartoony and anime. Like a very, very like tough mix. And
like,
it's not a
yeah.
bad thing.
I base a lot of my art on curatorial, not just curatorial, but like a mix of Toriyama and Ichiro. So like it's a very stylized, but also most of it was Gennady Tartakovsky and Jamie Hewlett, because I knew about him before Gorillaz. My cousin was a big Tank Girl. He's like, dude, check this out. And I was like, wow, that art is really good. So I used his little copy of whatever to like as a basis. And that's, you know, kind of how I started on this little tumble that led me to doing this stuff. And I really like where I am right now. I'd say there's a lot of work I need with a lot of stuff, but I'd say right now I'm at a pretty good spot.
Yeah, I like your stuff.
Yeah.
You do have your own style. You can tell that it's like when you look at art and you see the way it's drawn. It's like, yep, that's Rad's work. That is a Rad
That's
work.
right.
Yeah,
That's
can-
right. I just
yeah,
gotta put this in the
definitely.
trash.
Which is
Who should we?
more than you can say about any of my art. Jeez.
I like your art, alright? Because it has like a sort of roundness to it.
Yeah.
More,
It's
More
I like it
smooth.
because it's also pseudo anime-esque, but like you can tell that
Yeah.
you're not trying too. You're not like a lot of other people who try way too hard to make their stuff look like anime. Your stuff is like it's your own brand. It's almost
Yeah,
like
my-
it.
The thing is, my old stuff was. Sorry. You continue, please.
I was going to say. By the way, I do like your new stuff way more than your old stuff. Just gonna say it.
Yeah,
Personally?
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah,
the
I agree, I
gorillas,
agree.
the gorillas noodle one. I really enjoy it because your stuff is very, like Rad said, it's very round, and I really like your line art is very consistent.
Mhm. Yeah. I think my stuff that I was making basically up until like last year was super cartoony. I was basically just doing it freehand, not putting much effort into it. And then I started saying, oh wait, I can do shading. I can do, base stuff on references, and I can take pictures of myself and like use those poses and stuff for references. And I've started trying to actually make myself better, but I haven't really developed much of a super recognizable
Style.
style for myself yet.
It
But,
takes time.
It does.
Poinko, do you want to add one of your pieces, or who's next? I guess.
I'd like to talk about Poinko's pieces because I've seen a lot of his work. I like Poinko's First of all, the eyes. I always like
Well,
the eyes.
well, hang on. Poinko, do you mind adding something to the illustration chat so we can see? I mean, I know what your work looks like, but still, just as something as a point of reference.
Oh man. You guys can probably like talk about something else, maybe like other artist styles or something. I don't know. I'm gonna have to take time to like post it.
Okay, we can talk about Garrett in the meantime. Then.
Okay.
Okay, Garrett, your style. First of all, I like you, but I want to say I like your style. All right, it's kind of got the same thing. The idea that you don't focus too much on line work, but rather a figure, like the posing and all that stuff, kind of what's rounded rather than the actual, lines and all that little stuff itself, which I really like. You have a good understanding of shading where lights come going. Also appreciated. You know how cloth works in the wind, which is very hard, but you always have a lot of capes and stuff, so I gotta give you props on that. That's cool. Oh wait, before I get back onto Garrett, I wanted to say, Spaceman, I really like your Spider-Man piece. I think that's some of your best work. Just want to put that out there. Very nice. All right.
That was mostly just based on someone else's sketch, though, so it's not like, ooh, Poinko's art is coming.
Oh, whoa, sweet. But anyways, yeah, I really like Garrett's art. I really like nice colors, nice everything. Makes me feel good. Makes me real good. Amen. All right.
Thank you.
Now let's talk about Poinko.
Poinko, as compared to like a lot of artists, you definitely have your own style. You are set within your own ways, and it is very recognizable. I honestly am a fan of how it's like, you can tell that there's kind of anime inspiration, but you also take a bit from American cartoons as well in the inspiration for your style. Instead of in a lot of anime where everything is sort of going from smooth to jagged, kind of, yours is very, like the most recent one you just posted is a very smooth picture. And I just really enjoy your art style as well.
Yeah, maybe it's just like my perfectionism. Like I have to get everything right and like really smooth.
I wish I had
always, yeah, I always had like inspiration from like cartoony stuff. So I always really liked like really smooth stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, this one, I don't know, the most recent one. I don't know how to describe it, but it reminds me of like, I don't know, Western cartoons animated by Japanese studios. If that makes any sense, because I can think of a few like that have sort of that same art style. Yeah.
That same
That's
vibe.
my
I'd like
aesthetic.
to know them.
I wanted to say, like I said earlier, the eyes are very much similar to Poinko's style. You know it's Poinko when you see the eyes, right?
Yeah.
Knowing where your inspiration comes from, because I do know where Poinko's inspiration comes from, Hong Kong, but I like I like it. It's very smooth. All right. The thing is that it's not round. It's smooth, right? Like
Yeah.
I feel it's very clean. Like everybody else said, it's very clean, very nice, very.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
I like it.
I also enjoy how you do hair.
Yes, hair is
Oh,
very good.
thanks.
You especially with the one of the two people at getting married, you have.
That's Julian.
I love how you do have a really good understanding of how hair works. It's not just a singular thing like a lot of cartoons do. Hair waves around, hair has strands poking in and out, and all this and that.
Yeah, I try to like be really accurate with a lot of stuff.
But yeah, you all are wonderful people. Like, well, yeah. All right. Fun times. And OGS will be on and touch art tips. Next topic. All right. So I want to explain before we get to the next topic. All right. So Kingdom Hearts. I'm not gonna talk about the story or any Toy Story bullshit. I'm not that I hate the Toy Story part. It's kind of funny, but the thing about Kingdom Hearts is that they always go to like a Disney licensed product, or I guess technically Big Hero 6. That's coming the next one too.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is that it's like a product. But like, let's say they can like, interact with any product, any licensed cartoon movie thing, that you can imagine. What's the stupidest one you want on? What's the stupidest one you want a bunch of anime characters plus Goofy and Donald directly?
Kentucky Fried Chicken World.
I like it because like in each of the world you get a member from the show, like usually the main character helping you out too. So
It'd be the Colonel throwing chicken wings. It'd be the Colonel throwing chicken wings at everybody.
It's like, I'm gonna deep fry the Heartless.
And then he like
boiling fried grease at their face. And like,
yeah. And then it's like throughout the entirety of the time they're at the world, the Colonel keeps like giving Donald looks as if he's gonna cook him.
It's funny. I really want to mention how like the villain could be like Ronald, and like and why did I say McDonald? Ronald, yeah, and then like Riku could be like, I can't join you, Sora. I'm part of the McHeartless.
The McHeartless.
The McHeartless. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Okay, this is a punch I want, so I'm gonna go on a tangent, but okay, King of the Hill World would be really nice.
That'd be weird as hell.
Sora! God dang it, Sora! Quite the Heartless. Then, who would be the villain?
The villain would be Dale.
Peter Griffin.
No.
No.
It would be Dale.
Dale.
It would be no. It wouldn't be Dale. It would be Cotton.
Cottontail?
No, Cotton Hill. You fuck.
Oh, Cotton. Alright, right.
Yeah, his dad. Yeah, no, it'd be Cotton. It definitely would be.
Yeah, it would be. Hank. Well, then it was like, Hank, I'm gonna fight you with the power of the darkness. Okay. Whoa.
Oh,
Or it
I
would
could
be
think of him. I could think of him, probably.
what?
Giant Test World.
You.
Stop, Brad. Just stop. What were you gonna say,
I'll tell you one
Space
thing,
Man?
They could go the sorry, you guys go first, please.
I was just gonna say like Giant Test did a really good job of wasting it. So I watched all episodes.
Oh my
As
god.
a kid, it wasn't good.
I did the same thing.
Hong Kong.
Imagine if they went the Tom and Jerry meets so and so route with it, and just had random other movies that happened to be produced by Disney just randomly being thrown in there. Like,
Planes.
like I could find the most disgusting, bizarre, probably R-rated Disney movie and have Kingdom Hearts characters meet them.
What kind of
I
R-rated
would-
movie
I'm
from?
actually really-
The only
I'm
kind
actually
of
really curious about
R-rated
that now.
movie from Disney that I can think that would show up in a Kingdom Hearts game would be The Black Cauldron, but that movie fucking rocks.
Yeah, I like the Black Cauldron.
That was
Could you-
R-rated.
The Brown Cauldron.
Could you imagine? No, seriously, could you imagine Torin fighting alongside Sora with the magic sword?
No, I can't. 'Cause they never do it.
They wouldn't.
But I'd love it. I'd love seeing
Imagine
the
some
skeleton.
really bad ones. Like imagine some really bad
Angry
ones,
beavers.
Like, say,
No, planes.
King-
Just planes.
Planes, yeah.
In the world of the room, just have the room crossover for no reason.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Sora, you're tearing me apart.
No.
Or like-
Sora meets Jason.
Oh no. Damn. Okay.
I was gonna say, you know what it could be? It could be
OGS World. And
oh,
I'm the
God.
Heartless.
Rad is gone crazy and becomes the Heartless, and the character you fight with is Cogs.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, that'd be adorable. And then Cogs would like paint all over Donald's face because he's white, so you would like pretty much see him as a
Oh,
canvas.
what do you have against white? Garrett, huh?
Oh, you're funny.
No, I'm not.
And then the Keyblade.
I've never played Kingdom Hearts.
It's pretty okay.
When you walk away, you don't hear me
Shut up.
say, "Please, oh baby, don't go."
Shut up.
Simple and clean is the way that you're making me feel tonight. Okay.
What about something? I want something like really Pulp Fiction world. I want to tell you.
Oh
this
my
really-
god.
Yeah. That'd be great.
You look like a mouse.
Does he look? I said, does he look like a mouse? No, dude. At
Like,
that
he
point,
looks Worse. I don't know.
Either A,
Oh,
alien,
God.
either A, aliens, or B, Scarface.
Yeah, I'd do Scarface because
I was gonna say A Clockwork Orange.
Oh no!
Oh no. That's not okay, man.
Or like I don't know,
Gosh,
the
this milk
Shining
is
or
sure
something.
funny. Oh no.
Or the Hunger Games.
Just imagine how, because like every world he goes to, sort of have an outfit change depending on. Just imagine all these cool outfits he'd have.
He gets an outfit change, and by the end of the world, he gets a new Keyblade.
Yeah. Dude, what would the Pulp Fiction Keyblade? It's just a gun.
It'd just be a gun.
It'd just be a gun blade. So, do we have anything else to say about this really dumb topic?
Pointo, any ideas?
Do you guys remember?
Never had anything.
Do you guys remember Toontown?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'd be lit.
Ooh, that'd be interesting.
Toontown is.
Could you
cool.
hold up? Could you imagine Sora meeting Roger Rabbit?
Oh yeah.
I was
No.
thinking about that the whole time. The whole time.
That'd be cool. I'd
And then
that.
cause Mickey Mouse does show up in that movie anyways. Kingdom Hearts in the worlds of Bugs Bunny, and your
That'd
character
be cool.
Elmer Fudd would be the Heartless, and you trade off between Daffy and Donald Duck, or
Oh yeah, because now in the new game you can have two new not just one. Because it used to be just one, but now you have two. Because Woody and Buzz fighting Donald, Goofy, and so.
Oh, okay. You guys know the Sorcerer's Apprentice?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts and the Sorcerer's Apprentice.
that exists.
Oh yeah, that does exist.
Magical Nick Cage, Sorcerer's Apprentice.
How about Kingdom Hearts and the clown emoji, the emoji movie?
No, we're not doing
Ew,
Kingdom
no.
Hearts and the clown or the emoji movie. No,
Yeah, Gene
Yeah.
is with you, and the Heartless is.
Get off my lawn.
no, Kingdom Hearts and the Wicker Man.
Oh no.
Not the bees! I can just imagine Sora saying that. Not the bees! Ah!
Kingdom Hearts and the Bye Bye Man. Kingdom Hearts and Mike Matei.
How about we go to the next topic, and that's where we call it for tonight.
Please.
Okay. So,
Alright.
alright. Bad habits for all artists to notice and try to surpass. So, as artists, we all have bad habits, but we always get to, or bad, problems with our style that we want to improve on. So, this is like a tip for people with similar habits, kind of avoid. Because we're all artists, we all make the art.
Yeah.
What do you think?
For me, one thing that I noticed I do, and I've been trying to surpass a little bit, is when I'm doing my line art. I sit there and I just slowly ink it, but then what I realize is my hand wobbles as I'm, going slow. And then Flightbot Jetwing actually taught me that if I go quickly, the lines actually look much better. So that's actually one thing I'd say is if you're doing digital art on something like Clip Studio, Fire Alpaca, or anything like that, you should inking. Do the line art quick, do like one quick stroke, and if it doesn't fit, Control Z and just keep doing it until you get it right, and then just do that for the rest of it.
Yeah, not even that, but there's also like the line correction option.
Yeah.
So at least do that if you have problems with, even if you try to go fast and if you're getting wobbly lines, just use that.
Yeah. Oh, also.
Oh, here's one. So you first.
Not happy spaceman. Wait. Who's going next? Am I going next? You go next.
I'll let Rad go next, and then Spaceman, and then I get something to say.
Okay. I just wanted to say, review your art before you post it anywhere, because I don't do that. I'm like, finally, I'm finished with this art, and I can post it. And I see 3-4 things I could have fixed, and I have to go back.
Just in case it did lag out, what Rad said was make sure you review your art before you post it anywhere.
Yeah, because the Jack one that I made, I already know 4 mistakes, and one of them's really visible. I don't even know. I'm gonna say it though.
Spaceman, what were you gonna say?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's
Wait.
sorry.
No, it's okay. I was just gonna
Okay.
add on and say that oh no, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, after you finish the art, just like wait an hour or so, go back to it, look at it, and see if there's any mistakes that you notice. Like you don't
Yeah.
post it immediately.
Yeah.
But yeah, go
That's-
on.
That's good tips for me. I didn't
Alright,
know that.
Spaceman.
Thanks, Bib.
Spaceman.
The problem is that whenever I do that, I always find a million mistakes and have to go back and revise every single one of them, and it usually takes hours. So usually for me, I'm just like, screw it, I'm gonna upload it right this second. It's a terrible habit. I'm not suggesting anyone else do it, but it works better for me because I don't want to spend extra hours on a piece of art. But
Yeah.
anyway, the one that I was gonna say was just in general, starting a million projects and then never finishing them, and starting more projects while you're currently haven't finished the ones that you've already had. And that's just in general for any type of art. It's a pretty bad habit to get into, one that I am guilty of to this day.
Oh, I am too, so.
Yeah, I think that goes for any artist.
Yep.
That's what I said.
That's the dream, baby.
One I was gonna say that a lot of artists, because I know I struggled with this, and I know a lot of people struggle with this when they're first drawing, don't overthink it. What I mean by that is if you're getting into a drawing and you have all these big ideas about what it's gonna be like, don't overthink it, and don't get upset when it's not turning out exactly how you wanted it to. It'll never turn out exactly how you want it to. It never will. But it's the fact of don't overthink it, and then it's also the fact of if you're really starting to get flustered with it, set it down, walk away, and just come back to it. You don't have to finish it all at once. That's actually how you make more mistakes, trying to finish it all in one go.
Good point.
Because that's one thing I always do, is I try to get it all done in one go, get it done, because I'm so excited to get it done, because I'm excited to see how it looks. But then I make more mistakes than if I take my time with it.
Yeah. And also one thing I'd just really quickly like to say is one thing I try to do with, not in the final art, but in the sketch, when I'm making just the sketches, I try not to draw a sketch that I try not to spend more than 5 minutes on just the sketch, because if I'm physically doing them comic frames, like usually I have like 6 frames, and if it takes more than 5 minutes on just sketching one of them, then I just try to put it down and correct the stuff in the final in the line art and the other areas of the art, because I don't want it to take too long. I do want it to be out, not like super soon, but relatively so.
Yeah, that's something that I do wrong too. Like I take too much time on the sketch, but it sometimes is better if you do it quickly. Like I notice my art can sometimes be better if I do the sketch more quickly, and I've been working on that.
One thing also is, don't take too much time on the sketch, but also remember that you're not supposed to just blow through art. No good artist has made anything really that good in just a few minutes. Most art, if you want to make anything really, really good, you should put a lot of time into. Like, even the Mona Lisa, if I remember correctly, said that it took almost a week to fully paint.
Yeah, I was just talking about the sketch.
Yeah, but no. I'm talking about the whole thing, the whole picture. Take your time.
I agree with you on that.
Don't try and blow through it. But the sketch is the one thing you shouldn't take a lot of time on. Anyone else? Oh wait, what? Red?
I want to say that this is not just art tip, but also tip for everyday life. Learn to love your little mistakes and learn to love your little style. I mean, it's you. You can better yourself, obviously, but don't hate yourself, man. Love yourself, love your neighbors, love your style. Just love, man. It's all good.
It's a good way to live.
What a good message.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Right.
After I made a 9/11 joke.
Does anyone have anything to say?
Honk, honk.
All right. So I'd like to thank you all for joining me tonight on the podcast. Poinko, Rad Righteous, my co-host on this podcast, and Mr. The Happy Spaceman. And thank you to all who came.
Spaceman.
And thank you to all who were watching tonight. Once again, as always, we have a bi-weekly artist showcase, and if you guys have any suggestions for what we should talk about on the podcast, please let us know in the comments. Leave a like if you want to see more podcasts. Does anyone else have anything to say before we cut this out?
Be sure
Eat your vegetables.
Eat your vegetables. Love yourself. Stay peaceful, and make sure you support King of the Hill. But
Keep practicing your art.
Yeah, keep practicing your art. You hear me, little nerd? Listen to this podcast. I know you. Listen to this. Practice your art.
All right.
Come over there.
But without further ado, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you all later. Bye-bye!
Brown brick?
Bye.